The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Howie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Canes ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Using his legs, it's Chroma. Pass to 6. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Hey, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make...
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Seminoles. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Pringle. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Driven back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
they did on first and second down. Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Comes down, it's Singleton. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Hits inside. It's Chroma. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Deep in the end zone, it's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. That Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes a grab and room to run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State and Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Chroma. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Thomas. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Check, check. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Go, go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Singleton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd
This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rid of it on the RPO. Still running at the 40. Lots of room to run. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. And back to the air on second down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Begin. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Left side is Croma. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball. Go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Ready, go.
From the gun, it's Chroma. Sees some running room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming.
95-96 bridge.
To the ground. He's got it again. Across the 35. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Knowles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Throws it off the RPO. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Compton. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Mensah. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making the adjustment. First play of this drive. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Lopez. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Booster! Ready, go!
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Squid! Level! Return! Right, go!
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
They boot it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Compton. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 23 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Badgers engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Enough to move the chains. Flying down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Left side is Croma. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quarterback changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Croma. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Breaks into the open. The 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeps it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to get the corner. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's changing the play. Hits inside. It's Chroma. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4 down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And oh, they block it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that are getting after him.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. On the move, throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Lofton. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run the counter. Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Got his man.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right side, it's Lofton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The RPO got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking for room. It's Pringle. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Sells to fake. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Compton. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They're just trying to rub it in. Complete out of the backfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A rivalry defined